late night off. Let's see. There we go. Should be live right now. Let me know, folks, if you can hear me in the chat. If there's anybody actually watching, uh, I should be going live now. Okay. All right. So here I am, and let's see if anybody actually is going to show up here and watch me. So, how has everybody been? I'm going to wipe my camera off here for just a second. There we go. Let's see if that's it. And let's see if we can get the focus going here. There we go. Let's see. How about that? All right. There we go. So I know I missed my live at 5, but I'm on now. All right. So there's that. All right. So I don't see anybody here. I'm going to try to see if I can get some folks in. All right. Let's go over here and see if we can share this out. All right. There we go. I just went live. I see you, George Valentine. If you're still here, let me know. If you took off because I didn't get on, let me know. All right. Let some folks know that I went live here. All right. I am live now. All right. Well, so I guess I'll repeat this if anybody shows up, but it's been a wild one here. YouTube has been really fucked up here lately. I haven't been very pleased with YouTube, and by any means, they have done their best to drive off anybody that wants to be here. Uh, I had um, I had a live stream in November. I had a couple of live streams in November with Joneser, and they didn't work out as well as I'd hoped, and I'm afraid that some folks got kind of put off by that. But yeah, my point was made, and Joneser did agree with me when he saw Clownfish TV covering the same thing. Uh, YouTube is promoting the slop, and they're killing people who are on here, and and that's mainly the reason why I have not been streaming. I have focused on my videos, and I'm cutting back on the streaming. It is affecting my monetization a little bit, or my money intake. Let's put it that way. I haven't made any money since November. I should be getting a check here in February. Thank you, those of you who have been watching my videos. That is just strictly revenue from uh, the ads on the videos. So that's what that is. My wife has texted me a thank you, so I'm telling her you're welcome here. She had lost her iPhone and she didn't know where it was, and she called me on my phone right before time for us to go live, and wanted to know if her phone was here at the house. And I looked over the house and called it, and it wasn't here. And it turned out that it was in her car and had gone between the seat and the console. So she found it. And then I came in here to start up OBS to try to stream, and as you can see, it's screwing with me here. I'm gonna see if I can change cameras real quick, because this is really bad. Let's see if we can try the front camera again. All right, there we go. And that may be a little bit better as far as things go. It's stuff like this too. It's these issues that I keep having that cause these problems to occur. Hey, Manic Plastic, what's going on, man? Good to see you, sir. Boba Hicks is here. Thank you for coming in there, Boba Hicks. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you coming in and saying hello. I don't know how much you guys have heard, but yeah, YouTube is trying to drive us creators off. They've been killing channels left and right. They've been throwing creators off the platform for various reasons, and it gotten on my nerves. The slop is being promoted, and there's a reason for that. And it's because the slop channels are creating all of their content strictly through uh, automated means, doing the AI. So there's no human involved. They're just cranking that crap out. Well, YouTube promotes based upon the last video posted and how soon it was posted. So the AI channels get pushed more than people who just put out a video every now and then, like I do. So you got that kind of junk going on, and that put me off. All right, so on and the live streaming it's just been a nightmare because of the OBS and trying to hook up with the studio and it just I think my laptop's dying. I do need to buy another computer. The problem is I was all set to, hey, there you go, in again, had to finish classes. Well, hey, Rolo, I saw where you watched the other video, and I'm kind of glad that you showed up, man. So yeah, so the AI slop's being promoted. That kind of puts me off. I'm doing videos. I'm just not doing them as often, but I'm doing videos. I've uploaded a couple of music videos. I uploaded a toy hunt video here recently, and I uploaded some magic videos. Nobody watches those, but however, the car video, the vanishing car video, got quite a bit of traction because people were watching that, and it wasn't you guys; it was people from outside this community were watching that, and it kind of shot up there in the over 1,000 views, and I kind of appreciate that. But yeah, there's a lot of other issues going on. I need to start talking into my microphone like this. I need to move it where I can actually talk into it. I heard that, Bill. I traveled to West Africa to visit people of the Kajuju. Okay, yeah. All right. So anyway, all of this was going on, and like I said, trying to use OBS with this is getting to be a nightmare. And if I want to have Joneser on, I have to do the StreamYard thing, which costs me $50 a month. I'm not paying that. Sorry. See, what is Rolo saying? Always here and really glad to see you. Who cares the tech? I can. I even can live without my Saturday Night Live, but it's always best to see you. Okay, Bill. Your volume is low. Okay, let's fix the volume. See, it's this shit here that gets on my damn nerves. I know what's causing that. I bet you I know anything that's causing that. It's because my volume has been lowered by fucking Windows. And watch it come on back up if I can get this thing to load up where I can change my volume. There we go. So microphone. Oh, so it's not even using the right microphone. Manage sound device. Shit. Nothing's moving. Everything's fucking fucked up. Cut off that. All right, I'm gonna have to shut down that. All right, let's see if that helped any. Let's see if there's anything else going on. Yeah, let's shut that down. All right. It's trying to use my fucking, there we go, HyperX device properties. Volume up. How about that? Does that sound any better? Let me know. Let me know there if that sounds any better. All right, so I'm gonna open up freaking Google back up again. All these issues. So what I was talking about, I was talking about getting another computer, and I can't see the chat right now because I had to shut down Chrome. I'm starting Chrome back up again, and I'll try to get that tab going back that that I had going. Yeah, all right, so I need to do this. Come on. History. Restore window. Anyway, so I'm all set to get another computer. I'm waiting on getting maybe another. I want to get a nice one, so I'm talking like about $2,000, $3,000 worth of computer. The RAM prices have gone through the roof, and what do you mean by that, Bill? RAM and the data centers take up water, electricity, and lots and lots and lots and lots of RAM. So our RAM prices have gone through the roof. Okay, I can see my chat again. Loads better, way better, better now. All right, prices for RAM are crazy. Yes, they are. They're very crazy. So I want to get another computer, but now I've got to get some more money to get it. I was all set to get it before it's the beginning of the year, and boom, RAM prices up through the roof. Damn. So I'm still relying on this laptop, which used to work just fine with my cameras and everything, but now it's all screwy, and I don't know what's causing all that. Yeah, we just need to find time together. I know. I had that volume problem all the time. Our friend Marzi fixed it. As you know, my tech is even older than yours, and he got it optimized. So the offer to go through yours is still standing. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why what keeps lowering my volume on my mics like that, but it gets on my nerves. It's real messed up as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, so there's that, and I had my show notes up here. Let me get them back up. I'm just freestyling here, folks. This is like we used to be back in the old days, and I think live streams are better that way. Really, not a big production here. Although I do have the shit here, I can do all that other stuff, if necessary. But yeah, there we go. Social Stream Ninja trying to get back up on get back up on the thing here. Let's go to my show notes here. All right. All right. Going back up here. So that's kind of what's been going on. So I'm not abandoning the channel by any means. I'm still putting out videos. You just have to make sure that you have your bell icon set. I mean, it's a drop down menu. Just ringing it's not going to do it. You have to drop it down and go to all. If you don't do that, you don't get them. And even then, you might not get them. But you have to be subscribed too. Make sure you're subscribed. My subscriptions, they're not bad. I mean, hey, here's the latest haul. So what have we got here to see? That phone booth down there is not the one that I've had here normally. I'm going to do a video about that. That's a Nerd Candy phone booth. The other one is a Pat Crawford phone booth. And there's some significant differences in those. Let me put a Superpowers figure down there next to it so you can see what the scale is on that bad boy. There we go. Now you can see what the scale is. There's Cyborg standing next to it. So, you know, I think it's a little smaller. I haven't got my hands on the other phone booth, so I'll check it later. So, it's a bug fix. Okay. Well, get in touch with me about it, Rolo. The problem is we can't talk like we used to, man. I would love to talk to you on the Instagram because that's where I can really chat. But, you know, I don't know. We need to destroy the data centers. That's what Sarah Connor would have wanted. Hey, hey, Mark, Toys from Time Gone By. What's going on, man? Good to see you, sir. By the way, this store was packed. I liked a lot I saw today. Yeah, that store was packed, dude. It really was. Got Marlena today. I've got Marlena, as you can see, and Randor up there. See them up there? There they are. You can see them hanging out up there. And I've got the Mark Taylor He-Man there, as you can see. I picked him up, plus I got me some extras over there so I can do both figures that with both heads, and I can have an extra one if I want to. So yeah. Anyway, while I was in the in 901 Comics today, by the way, check out the video, 901 Comics Cool Store. If you're in the Memphis area, check them out. They're over in the Cooper Young area. They are affiliated with 901 Comics. We did go in 901 Comics. I got some comics here I'll show you in a minute. But I picked up another Superpowers case. The only problem with that case is not complete. It didn't have the little covers that go over the section where you can put the file cards and the section where you can put the figure accessories. So, or the weapons arsenal or whatever. They're little red covers that go on those, so they're not there. So there's that. But and I also picked up Batgirl. I guess you can see her kind of hanging out back there. And I also picked up Gimp Batman. He's back there behind Commissioner Gordon. On that trip to Memphis, I hung out with my brother Anthony. Not Jones or Anthony, but my brother Anthony. I'm sure you guys have seen him before. He goes around with me sometimes. He doesn't like any of this stuff. If you heard when I went by the Funko Pops and I said we don't play with this, and you heard somebody giggling, that was my brother Anthony. Okay. But anyway, we went over to Batcave Treasures, which is another place I've visited before and done a video on, and saw Mr. Rodney there, and he and I had a good chat. No video from there, but I picked up that Figures Toy Company Wonder Woman back there that you see. That looks exactly like the old Mego Wonder Woman. It's very cool. And I also picked up Commissioner Gordon there. We also stopped by Target. Like I said, we picked up the Mark Taylor concept art He-Man and Stranger Things Hordak and Hellfire Man. And I got that Superpowers collector case that's back there. Hey Bjorn, what's going on? Badoinkle, okay. Schmebulok, okay. I'll be right back. I'm on the road. Okay, be careful. Picked up a Hall of Justice missing parts, but looks cool. That's cool. That's cool, Mark. I just don't know how to use Instagram properly, and for me, this is getting on my nerves. Okay. They dropped a teaser for the Motu movie today. I'm excited. Okay, a lot of people were excited. I think I saw where it did. I haven't seen the teaser yet, but I saw some pictures from it. I don't want to get excited about that because I know, yeah, cold, Bill, it's cold. Yeah, it is cold. Hey, what's up? I like salt. I was worried about you, Will. Hope all's well. Yeah, it's all well. I took off of work today. My back went out on me yesterday, and it didn't get any better today. I tried to go into work and couldn't make it, and I came on back home, and I got my taxes done. Yay! And I come down here and got that video edited and released, and I decided to go live and just see everybody today. We need to, hang out for a little bit, Found a Kenner Silver Surfer on package a while back. It's overtime to send another package, yeah. And Mark says, I decided I'm not picking up crossovers anymore. No more Thundercats, X Motu, Transformers, X Motu. Yeah, I never was into that crap anyway there, dude. I really wasn't. So, there you go. I like salt. $10 super chat, folks. $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Sending you some computer salt. I appreciate that, man. I really do. I really do appreciate that, sir. Super chats are most welcome, and we do need them. So, yeah, I'm going to get that computer eventually. I've got to because I've got to get away from this setup that I'm doing here. Thank you, sir. There we go. There's your thank you note there for that wonderful super chat. And we'll see if that super chat shows up over here so I can put it on screen. Now it showed up in its little thing over here in the corner too. So there we go. Yeah, I'm not into the that stuff. So yeah, you was worried about me. I appreciate that. And Mark says, I always come on to hang out, Bill. It's always a good time. I miss the late night shows. Yeah, the late night shows were getting kind of hard to do. It's hard to stay up that late on a Saturday night when you're tired and you want to go to bed. One, two, like I said, to get Joneser to come on and late night, you can't have late night without Joneser, right? Because we do all that stuff that requires a two hosts interaction, back and forth and stuff like that. And I'd have to have the StreamYard because I can't do it through this because it just doesn't work. And I'm not paying $50 a month for StreamYard. I'm just not doing it. Hey, Gap After Dark, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, so it just wasn't feasible to do that. And the other thing is the algorithm doesn't know what to do with my live streams. They don't know how to promote them or anything. And of course, the live streams a lot of times don't even have toys on them. I started kind of ramping that back and doing toys on the live stream because of that. And of course, the last two live streams were about fucking AI, and they just went off the goddamn rails. And the last one was, I think Gojitron said it was a roller coaster ride, and I don't think he meant that in a good way. So I apologize for that crap. We're going to try to stay on track here. Like I said, I've got all those. Plus, let me come back up here and get back on this. I've got something else back here behind me. It's in this big old box right here. Yeah. Right. I got another super chat. Did I get another super chat? Oh, that's on the other screen. Sorry. I've got two screens going here, and one of them is actually showing the studio's YouTube studio. It's kind of behind reality here. Yeah, Gap After Dark. Yeah. All right. So, what is this? That is the Mark Taylor Grayskull. We're going to do a video about that. I know everybody's doing unboxing videos. I want to do mine. I want to get that. I want to show off the playmat that's in that and show you the playmat that I've had for years that I've used with my own Castle Grayskull that you see right here. So there's that. But yeah, I used to watch Adam too, but he doesn't do his shows anymore. I think Adam really got disenchanted with the community as a whole, and he got tired of doing it, and he wasn't making any progress. And I get a super chat every once in a while. Adam, I don't think was getting the super chats that he needed to get. The revenue that we're getting off of just ads on our videos is not a lot. I mean, it's taken me 3 months to get enough money to get paid, and I had a few super chats from November to go with that. So, and that $10 super chat there, I like salt, is going to go towards my next payment in February. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. I like salt. That is a good thing. That new Grayskull is really fun. Yeah, I'm going to get into it. I'm going to do an unboxing and I'll put it together. But you know how I do that. I show the box and then I open it up and then everything goes into fast motion and I get it together and then boom, I start talking about it again. That's the way I like to do it. And we'll talk about what it looks like compared to the other castles. We'll do some, not Pixel Dan comparison time, but we'll compare these castles and see what the differences are in them, and what I like about it, and maybe what I would change and stuff like that. I want to look at the Stygian moat though. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to, in that particular video, I'm going to go into the Stygian moat, Mark Taylor's design on that, his ideas on that. It was supposed to have been a playmat that was in the original Grayskull here, but it never did get put in there. And we'll do that. But yeah, that. Now I talked about some comics, so we went over to 901 Comics after we finished going into 901 Toys, and I picked up some reproduction books. This is a reproduction of the New Gods #1. I love these things. They even have the old vintage ads in them and everything. It's just like a complete reproduction of that particular comic from back in the day. I also picked up this Silver Age Action Comics. This is Action Comics number 252. The first appearance of Kara Zor-El Supergirl. So introducing the Supergirl from Krypton. There we go. There was a Supergirl that was shown earlier, but that was not this Supergirl. And it was a test to see if people wanted it. And they did. So here we go. And this detective comic here, which is says Meet Two-Face. Detective Comics number 66. I think first appearance of Two-Face is in here. I picked those up. And I picked up one other thing. I've always wanted this book. I wanted it when I was a kid. I had the sequel to it. It's got Dr. Doom and the Hulk in it. And it was Superman and Spider-Man. But this came out first. It was Superman versus the Amazing Spider-Man, the Battle of the Century. I wanted this book when I was a kid and never got it. This is a reproduction of that book. Now the cover is different. It's done by Alex Ross, whereas the original cover artist was Ross Andru, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Ross Andru was the original cover artist. But this looks exactly pretty much like that, except it's in Ross's style. And if those of you who know this comic and remember what it looked like and see this know what I'm talking about. It just don't get any better than that. And I haven't yet read all of it, but I want to really bad. Mark says, I don't get anything from making videos, but I still enjoy it. I guess if you start earning money with it, it becomes a job like anything else, then you must see it differently. In some cases. I mean, I'm making videos that I want to make because I want to make them. If I were chasing the money, I would be chasing the algorithm. And you don't need to do that unless you are trying to make a monetized channel to really make money with. And I think that some YouTube creators, I'm not going to call any names, even in the toy community, think that that's what's going to happen when they do this. Well, the toy videos are not where the money's at. If you want to make money, you make videos about stuff that makes people want to watch. And toys aren't it. I mean, we're a small community, and only the toy collectors want to watch our videos. That's why our CPM is so low. That's what we get paid per 1,000 views. Okay, it's low, real low. So that's why we're not making any money here doing this. If you want to make money, crank out AI slot videos, making videos about World War II, and are making videos about the 50 greatest 80s shows that you forgot about and crap like that. But have an AI voiceover on it and have AI sit there and create the whole fucking video for you and just crank that shit out over and over and over again. That's how you make money on YouTube now, not by being a small creator and cranking out a channel and grinding like it was back in the old days. But yeah, I get a little bit. I don't get a whole lot. And the live streams are just hard. It's hard for me to live stream from the equipment that I have here. I mean, I was using a camera on my iPhone with the it's called iRun webcam. All right, IRUIN or iRun webcam, whatever. Anyway, it used to work fine, and now I'm all herky jerky on it and freezing up, and I can use the webcam that's built into my computer, but it don't look as nice, in my opinion, and I have to restart the computer every time I want to use it. It's a mess. Bill, you have fans. Not many people can say that. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot to me, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, and I'm glad to have fans, and I'm glad to have people that support me and know that it's a struggle and that it costs money to do this. I lose money every time I put one of these things up. But yeah. Anyway, yeah. I will try to do some live streaming, but it's going to be stuff like this. And I probably won't do the high quality stuff like I was, but I can. If you guys want me to do the music and fun and all that stuff, I'm more than happy to do it, but you have to let me know. Because somehow I get the feeling like sometimes that people are bored with all that and that I need to move on to something else. And if that's the case, then I need to find out what I need to move on to as far as that goes. But as far as doing little videos like that, I want to do another Superman video. And this time with Bizarro in it. I haven't gotten around to doing that. I want to do some more videos with the Motu toys, but you know what? I just haven't gotten around to it. Part of that is because of my work schedule. My work schedule is a bear. I get up and go to work and I'd be there at 5 a.m. in the morning, and I get off at like 3:30 in the afternoon. And I come home, I'm worn out, I'm tired, and I don't feel like doing a whole lot. It takes time and work to put together videos like yours, so you should get something. Well, I appreciate that, Mark. But yeah, like I said, I come in tired, and that's probably not a good enough excuse. But good Lord, my back went out today at work. Well, it went out yesterday, and I went in this morning, and I ended up coming back home because my back was fucked up. You have a reliable community. We are not in the millions as stated before, but we indeed are the weird, fantastic army. I appreciate that, Rolo. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah. And it's great that everybody's coming in to visit today. Hey there, buddy. He says to Grap After Dark. Yeah. So yeah, we try to, you know, try to keep it going here, and I got stuff still on pre-order that I'm looking forward to getting. I'm trying to cut back on the just junk that I've been buying, but I went out toy hunting and got a whole table full of crap over here, as you guys can see. I'm going to do some videos. I want to do a video about Mark Taylor He-Man. I want to do a video with Queen Marlena King Randor. I want to do a video with the castle back here. So all that's going to happen. We're gonna get to all of that. Mark says I make videos for just fun. If I don't feel like it, I don't really have a big footprint and I don't put a lot of work into it. Well, yeah. Well, see, the algorithm punishes you if you don't put out videos frequently, and I'm being punished severely for that by the fact that my videos are not being pushed like I think they should. And the live streams don't get pushed at all, so you can forget that. The user base has to know that you're live streaming and when you are, if you do it regularly, and that's what we were doing with the late nights. Yeah, YouTube is very difficult to deal with, especially right now, and I don't think it's going to get any better. As a matter of fact, I think it's going to get kind of worse, and they may cut out live streaming altogether for the likes of me. Yeah, you can do shorts, which don't make any money, or you can do these little videos, but live streaming is going to be for the big boys like Mr. Beast and all those guys. I should cut down on the junk I buy too, but I'm buying more vintage, but not as much anymore. Yeah, yeah. I'm doing the same. I've been collecting the Adventure People from Fisher Price, and that's not a very popular thing with the people who like my Motu stuff. I don't think, but I don't care. Matter of fact, I just got through putting a lot of that stuff away in the bins and yonder, but I had the Alpha Probe, which is like a space shuttle with the astronauts in it. I had the thing, yeah. And in case Joneser can't be present all Saturdays, I'm very sure there are a bunch of potential usable hosts here that would help in situations. There are. It's not that Joneser's not available. It's the fact that I have to use freaking StreamYard and spend all that fucking money. I'm just not into that, man. I'd still do it for shits and giggles. There you go, George. There you go. Yeah, I'm pretty much down to doing them solo for right now. But yeah, I like the Adventure People videos that you make and want to see more. All right, well, cool. I appreciate that, Mark, and I will be doing more as I continue to collect that line. And I like doing videos with the Adventure People. I mean, one of the videos, and you know that I want to do this. I want to do a video where the Northwoods Trailblazers go looking for Bigfoot and go squatching. Wouldn't that be a great video? It'd be funny, hilarious, with all the tropes in it. Do you smell that smell? It smells like Squatch out here. That you dirty socks. Yeah, there you go. It's stuff like that. That would be the kind of what I'm looking at doing. Rolo says, I love the Adventure People. You reignited me on it, as I had the Alpha Probe as a kid, and it was one of my most favorite toys. I just forgot about it. Thanks to you, I am back on track. Well, there you go, Rolo. There you go. There, I can put that up. Yeah, I just got a little bit of a delay here between the two here. All right. So yeah, but yeah, we're gonna continue putting out videos. We're gonna crank them out as we can. I got interested in Adventure People because you. Well, thank you. Yes, and they're actually affordable to collect. They're not out of your price range or crazy, you know, crazy to collect there. So I want to try to make me some coffee real quick and stay with you guys, and I'm gonna see if I've got some commercials here. Let's see what we got here on the old commercial break schedule. Let's do some commercials from the from back in the day. and and have a little quick commercial break here, and I will be right back. We're gonna go grab some stuff to make me a cup of coffee with. So let me find the commercial break. There it goes. All right, we'll be back after these messages, folks.
And now these messages.
Who's the big guy with the muscles?
He's He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Skeletor is his enemy.
Here's He-Man, Skeletor, and Castle Grayskull. You have to put the castle together.
You're doomed, He-Man.
Oh, yeah? Watch this action, Dad. Now I have the power.
He-Man and Skeletor each sold separately. Castle Grayskull also sold separately from the Masters of the Universe collection from Mattel.
As evening approaches Toothopolis, so do the cavity creeps.
Oh, no! Cavity creeps!
Hurry, the crest's up.
Cavity creeps spotted.
We made holes in teeth.
Crest with Fluorescan won't fix them.
Not crest!
Yay! Crest!
Watch treats
See your dentist.
and fight the cavity creeps like the crest team.
Fight cavities with Crest.
Coming from the farthest reaches of the universe to challenge the worst villains on Earth are the most powerful heroes ever in the Battle of the Superpowers Collection. What's this? The dam's about to blow and take Robin with it? Who'll stop the Joker and Luthor?
Aquaman!
Kenner's new Superpowers Collection. Figures with power action, each sold separately with its own mini-comic.
Aquaman's down!
Who can help now? A power ring, a power action punch.
Defuse the bomb!
Can this madness be stopped in time? You decide.
There goes the honeycomb hideout.
We're back in caveman time.
Me big caveman, want big cereal.
Try honeycomb. It's a big mouthful.
Honeycomb's big, 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 big. Got a big bite. Right, right, right. Honeycomb's a big mouthful. It tastes just right.
Post-honeycomb cereal is part of a balanced breakfast.
It's big mouthful.
Honeycomb's a big mouthful. It tastes just right.
Bang, bang, bang! Oh, howdy, partner. Time for timer. Do you ever get that hungry feeling after school? Boy, I do. I'm so hungry, I could eat a wagon wheel. When I'm slow on the draw and I need something to chaw, I hanker for a hunk of cheese. When my 10-gallon hat's a feeling 5 gallons flat, I got something planned, which is little cheese sandwiches. Come on! Here's a great little snack to tide you over till dinner. If you want something delicious and nutritious, cheese is a super snack. Look, a wagon wheel. When my get up and go has got up and went, I hanker for a hunk of cheese. When I'm dancing, I hold down and my boots kind of slow down, or anytime I'm weak in the knees. I hanker for a hunk of, a slab or slice a chunk of, a snacker that is a winner, and yet won't spoil my dinner. I hanker for a hunk of cheese. Yahoo!
All right, and we are back, and I've got my coffee is going over here soon. A cup will be ready, and I will have a little cup of coffee. I'm not going to open anything over here. I'm just kind of looking at it, and the Wonder Woman is never coming out of the package. But let's talk about what's behind Wonder Woman real quick. This is one of the reasons why the Superpowers line did not do as well as it should have done. It's shit like this right here. I did not buy this when it first came out, and the only reason I bought this was because it is probably one of the few figures in the whole line that I never bought. And that's Gimp Batman. And it's a joke. Joneser said said it was my favorite figure, which it is not, and that I ought to buy it and blah blah blah. Well, now it's bought, so all that can be put to rest. But there it is. I mean, this is what Todd McFarlane was creating instead of creating figures that we actually wanted. We wanted a new version of the Joker. We wanted some more female action figures, from the line like Hawkgirl and Harley Quinn and Catwoman. And why could this not have been done? And of course, there were more figures down the pike that we wanted. And once again, we ended up with Cyborg over there. That's that Cyborg figure. Ended the other line, and it ended this one too. Kind of sad. Mark says the cavity creeps is the thing. There you go, man. The Castle Grayskull in the commercial. I've seen pictures of the pre-production Castle Grayskull, not the one Mark Taylor did, but the one that they like used in that ad. And what was going on was, and the first few Grayskulls kind of looked more like that. And it was because the people that were doing the deco on them were actually trying to put the deco on them. And I forget what the guy's name was, but he went to the factory and he says, "You're going too slow. Just and let it go. And let it go." And then you ended up with those that were overpainted, had all that black on the front. I bought one online, just a shell, and redid it. It's back here in the corner. Back over here, as you can see, back here. There we go. And I just repainted the damn thing myself. And I kind of knew it was there, but you don't really see it till you see it. There is detail in that damn thing that you overlook because you can't see it. But once you do this to it, all that detail comes out. There's all kinds of little details in there. And once you get a nice base on it and you start dry brushing it and you get that detail out, you can really, really, really see it. So that's a thing, folks. That is a thing. All right, so wish they would have released a Vac Metal Cyborg. That would have been nice, but that would have costed out the ass. And for some reason, the Vac Metal doesn't work as well as it did back in the day. And even back then, Vac Metal figures were way more flimsy, and the Vac Metal would wear off and look like shit. And that's why the Cyborg. That's one reason why Cyborg's so expensive. One, there aren't that very many of them because it was produced last in the line. Two, the few that are available are in bad shape, so getting one in good shape is kind of hard to find too. What do you think of Mattel getting the DC line? I'm ambivalent. I'm not a 1/12 scale collector anyway, and apparently the Mattel's going to be doing the DC line in a 6.5-inch scale, which is smaller than McFarlane's 7-inch scale, but it's still taller than the 6-inch scale that Marvel Legends are being done. And do them in the damn Marvel Legends size, so that the Marvel Legend figures and the DC figures can interact with one another and they don't look out of scale with each other. Good God, man. This shit is easy. I don't know why nobody thinks about it. That was the one I thought was a classics Grayskull. You did a great job. Yeah, that's not a classic. That's a vintage, dude. Vintage. And yeah, it's got some stuff on it that the vintage didn't have that I've added to it. Like, for instance, the minaret on top. Yeah. People call that the pawn piece because they don't know what a minaret is. That is a minaret, okay? That's what that is. Picked up a vintage Thundercats Jenga recently for an amazing price. Figures out, yeah, well, good. I'm glad you got a good price on that, man. That's great. That's great. I had a few things on pre-order. They're doing some Conan figure, Red Sonja and the Skeleton Warrior thing. I'm getting those. I've got them on pre-order. I've got some more of the not Warriors of the Galaxy, but the other ones that they were doing, Barbaro and all that. Dragonor. Legends of Dragonor. Yeah, that's the other thing. I want to pull out my Barbaro figure from Legends of Dragonor. Because originally, they were going to base the Legends of Dragonor figures off of the Lords of Power and even call it Lords of Power. And that was when Mark Taylor was still alive. Well, Mattel wasn't having none of that. They threatened to sue them and shit. So they had to go back to the drawing board. And in the meantime, Mark Taylor passed away. His wife, Rebecca, she's still working with them. They did a live stream here recently. It was either over the holidays or whatever. And I caught most of that. And Rebecca was on there with the guys that are doing that. So that was kind of cool. They have a YouTube channel. I can't call it right now, but they do have a YouTube channel. Oh, you got Barbaro too. That's good. Hey, Kate Van D. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeah. Kate Van D coming in to say hey to everybody. But yeah, Barbaro is a cool figure, and he is based upon the Mark Taylor He-Man. If you didn't know that. So I want to compare him with these original concept art figures that they came out with. Back to the toy can. There we go. As you can back behind Gimp Batman there. Put him over here to the side. I don't even know if I'll ever open that Gimp Batman out of his package or not. I might just put him up and leave him in package. I think Joneser said he's probably going to be the most expensive figure in the line. Har, har, har. That's another joke. Because nobody bought it. You can't find him. Yeah, I picked up Batman 66 Batgirl that looks nothing like Batman 66 Batgirl, by the way. I've got a Bat Cycle back here that I got for really, really cheap on Amazon. And I got the Commissioner Gordon from the New Adventures of Batman Filmation cartoon show so that I can have a Commissioner Gordon for my Batman. The Batman figures I have are the Mattel Batman figures from Batman 66 that came out way earlier. They were in a good scale. They scale well with these. There's 6-inch scale, 1/12 scale. They had a proper sized Batmobile that looks better than what Todd McFarlane put out with it. I've got that. If you've seen my video from back in the day, it was showcased quite frequently in that. If you ever get a chance to see any of my other web pages, like my DeviantArt page, there's a lot of pictures of that stuff from back then on there. Mark likes the sketchbook series figures. I haven't bought any of them, but I wanted this He-Man one really, really bad. It's a kind of a fun story about that. I think some of the guys that hang out in the Google Meets that we do over sometimes over the weekend. By the way, there's a way to get involved in the Google Meets with me if you really want to, and that is become a member of the channel and let me know on Instagram who you are on Instagram, and we'll add you into a chat group over there on the Instagram. And whenever we do a Google Meet, it's posted, and you can just click the link and do it from your phone or your computer. Go use Google Meet to come in and talk to me personally, talk to some of the other people that you see here in the featured chat. It's a lot of fun. But anyway, we were talking about going and getting this, and I talked about it with those guys on the Google Meet. So not this past weekend, but I think the weekend before, Paula was off. And Paula and I got out and about, and I decided to run up to Target to see if it was out. Because there's a Target app that you can put on your phone. I think, Mark, you know about that, because we were talking about that, you and I. The app said that it was in the store. The app was a lie. It was not. I even tried to order it with the order it in the store thing and pick up in the store. And then it told me the item was unavailable, which means there's no one in stock. Or it was back there, but nobody knew where it was. And I think that's probably what it was, because they were in the process of doing the after Christmas reset, where they're putting toys out and resetting everything on the shelves and all that shit. And I went to a couple of Targets to try to find it that particular weekend. It wasn't available. So this past weekend, Paula was working, but I called my brother Anthony. He hung out with me, and we went up there, and I actually ordered it with the in-store pickup. And by God, by the time I got up there, they came out with the 3 sketchbook He-Mans. And then, of course, the Stranger Things one with Hordak and the Hellfire Man wasn't in that particular Target. So we had to go to the Target. We had to go from Horn Lake over to Olive Branch. If you know anything about the tip of Mississippi, right below Memphis, there's three towns that are right next to each other. There's Horn Lake, South Haven, and Olive Branch. So I had to go across South Haven over to Olive Branch to the Target store over there and pick up We went in and we actually went in and just got it off the shelf. And where they're located in there, they're not where the toys are. Hellfire Man, Hordak, Stranger Things, there's not where the toys are. They're back there where the books and stuff are in front of electronics, near where the NECA crap is. Because I guess because of the Stranger Things and Dungeons and Dragons, they put it over there. Don't ask me why, but I already knew where they were. So we went in, got it, came back out. And then we went from there, we went over to 901 Comics. Watched the video. 901 Comics was a hell of a lot of fun. And that's where I picked up Batgirl, Gimp Batman, and that... you can see it peeking out back there behind He-Man, the Superpowers case. It's a different one from it's empty right now, but it's going to have some vintage figures put in it, so that I can get them out of the Hall of Justice back here. So you can't see the Hall of Justice because of my mic, but there it is right there. You see it? There we go. So there's that. Next week, Blast Attack is going up on Mattel Creations. Rowdy Riles, how are y'all? We're doing good, Rowdy. Good to see you, sir. Glad you stopped in to say hello. Yeah, I got mine at Target in its own dedicated aisle with all the Stranger Things stuff. That's right. That's right. And it's, like I said, it's back over there, like in the book section, near where the NECA section is, around electronics. Yeah. Anyway, that food on your Instagram page always makes me hungry. Yeah, I know. It's some crazy mess that from back in the day. I used to do videos about that. I probably ought to start doing that again. Those were a lot of fun. If you look back into my video catalog, some of the live streams that we did back in the day, we would do on the live streams, we would do reaction videos to that kind of stuff. Are you looking forward to the Motu movie trailer tomorrow? I feel like it's going to fall flat. A lot of people are looking forward to that, Kate. I know that it's coming out tomorrow. I haven't seen the teaser that came out today yet at all. I may when I go in there and start looking at the YouTubies. But I don't know if it falls flat or not. A lot of people are getting really, really excited for it. I think what's going to happen is the trailer's probably going to do well, and if the past goes by is any indication, that trailer will make people want to watch this damn movie. They'll put good stuff in the trailer, good stuff that will appeal to fans. And you'll be like, ooh, and then you'll watch the movie and you'll be like, ooh, what did they do? Yeah, they'll sell you a pig in a poke or a bag of shit. That's what's gonna happen. I'm an eternal pessimist, guys. That way I'm never disappointed, and if anything better happens than what I feel like is going to happen, I feel like I've won. I feel like yeah. I don't know. We'll see. A lot of folks are excited about it. I know Joneser was excited about it. I'm glad I amused you, Kate. Kate's been live streaming, guys. They went on vacation here recently and had a good time traveling out and about. So check out some of her stuff. That's pretty cool. That is pretty damn cool. But yeah, that's kind of what I want to talk about. Like I said, we're kind of changing the live stream formats here and getting away from doing the late nights. We may get back to doing that if they get really popular and people want it back and demand it. The problem is I don't have the computing power to have my co-host on here with me to do that, and I really need him on here. I really do, and I have to buy a live StreamYard to do that, and that costs us money. I just don't. I'm not buying a StreamYard for $44 something a month just to do, a couple of live streams a month. It's just too much. Mark says, I'm glad we're getting a Motu movie again. Well, hopefully this movie will be better than the one that was in the 1980s with Dolph Lundgren in it and Frank Langella. That wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't a good movie either. It was a cult classic though, and us Motu fans love it. That's where our Good Journey ending comes from. That's what they said when they would say goodbye. They didn't say goodbye, they said good journey, like we do here. But yeah, I don't know. Why has it always got to be set on Earth? And yeah, I think there's going to be some Eternia in that, but I don't think there's going to be a lot. Not a whole lot. And I think there's going to be a lot of CGI and AI crap to create the scenes in it as well. We'll see. You can bring on guests in late night too, like on those late night talk shows. Yes, if you do StreamYard, I can. There's a product that you can use, a separate product, and it's free, that you can use with OBS called Video Ninja. The problem is that you have to have a damn powerful computer to do all of that. And mine just don't do it. And you can ask some of the people who've been here a while. They've seen what happens sometimes when we're trying to stream through OBS using that. And back when I first started doing it, it wasn't that hard. It wasn't that bad, but it is now for some reason. And I'm not sure whether it's because Chrome is bloated, or OBS has gotten bloated, or I'm still using Windows 10. Don't use Windows 11. They've incorporated Copilot into that, and it's all crap. And you can't use it without having a Microsoft account, and it's full of ads. I mean, I've seen too many videos talking about what a load of crap Windows 11. Windows 11 is so bad they're losing people to Linux, Ubuntu, Mint. I may even go to using Mint, but I want to do that on a new computer. I don't want to jeopardize myself with this laptop yet. Frank Langella was from the town I'm from. That's cool, Mark. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm only looking forward to a handful of movies this year, like almost 3 or 4, and then I'm tapped out. Look, people don't go to the movies like they used to, like in the movie theater. They don't do that anymore. The Coof killed that. I haven't set foot in a movie theater but one time since the Coof, and that was to go see Superman. And I kind of wish I'd waited to see it here at home, because I got that streaming thing called Fandango or whatever it is, Fandango, and I just watch it on that. Shit. It goes for anything. Fantastic Four, same thing. I was not going to waste my money at the movie theater on some Fantastic Four. I'm glad I didn't, too. As Jones said, it wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't a good movie either. It was a movie. It was a bad movie, okay? My wife did not understand what was going on in it, because they skipped all the good shit and go straight to Galactus. Well, you have to understand all this stuff to understand what was going on at the end game there. And yeah, they should have actually done a Fantastic Four movie where we're introduced to the Fantastic Four. The people who don't know who the Fantastic Four, who like to watch Marvel movies, could understand who they were and their motivations, and watch the characters go on a journey. You didn't get to see any of that in this Fantastic Four movie. They just skipped all that, and it happened off screen, and they skipped over to Galactus, and they didn't do that right either. So yeah, last movie I seen in the movie theater, Superman. Yeah, I wished I'd waited. Hot take. Hell, y'all, I love it. Okay. Well, at least somebody loved it, and it wasn't me. And my wife turned to me and she was like asking me all these questions. Why are they doing this? Why is they doing that? Why is this going? Well, if you knew what was in the comic books, you would have blah blah blah. And she goes, I don't want to have to read all those comics to understand what I'm watching in a movie. It's kind of like watching Dune back in the day, the one with Sting in it. If you had read the book, Dune, you understood everything that was happening in that movie. Had you not read the book, you didn't understand crap that was going on in the movie. I remember we rented that. Me and my brother-in-law, we rented that. He was a lot older than me. I was just a kid. He was married to my sister. And so we went, we rented Dune because he had read the book. I'd never read the book. I was just a kid, right? The book's this thick. It's for adults. Anyway, we're watching the movie, and he's going, oh, yeah, I know what that is. I know what's going on right there. And I didn't know shit that was going on in that movie. That is a failure. If a movie has, any movie that has to start with this much scroll text, except for Star Wars, there's something going on there, too. I saw Wicked. Good for last, and it was not a great movie experience. I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't go see the Wicked, the first one. I'm not a fan. I swear they don't make these Superman movies like they did Superman the movie with Christopher Reeve, and none of them are as good. No, they're not. Even this past Superman movie, which was an okay movie for Superman, it was okay. It was better than what I thought it was going to be. It wasn't Christopher Reeve. And I'm not talking about all Christopher Reeve movies. Yeah, he did. The last, 3 and 4 was sucked ass, but 1 and 2 were pretty good. 1, best of all. Oh no, I love the hot take. The Fantastic Four movie was a letdown for me too. Okay. I watched the last 45 minutes of Superman 2025 in a hotel. I was not into it. Yeah, it made it. If you knew what the source material was, it was based on, it would have helped. And there was some stuff wrong with that. And James Gunn, I'm looking at you. Yeah, and I think that his take on the whole DC universe is going to be interesting. Yes, Kate, Superman was just okay. Yeah, it was just okay. As much as people want to say that it was a success, it didn't make all the money they needed to make. And that's the truth. That is the truth. It did not make the type of money that it should have made. It did not make the money that it should have made. I'm looking over there at that Queen Marlena figure. Oh boy. I'm not gonna open it, but I'm almost tempted to pull out this other figure that I got Lee Customs do. I got a kit from Lee Customs so that I could do it. Everything got moved around in here recently. If I can get it out. Let's see if it's in this case here. Hopefully it is. Yes. I want to compare. All right, so I've got this Queen Marlena. And this is a custom figure, by the way. Done with a kit that was made by Lee Customs. This came with something different. He didn't do this, but so Lee did these forearms, and he did the upper body, the head, and the belt, and he did this skirt. The problem with this skirt is that it doesn't have a slit up the side of it or anything, so that you can actually move the figure's legs around like to pose them. You just kind of have a static figure. And of course you have to supply your own body. I used a sorceress, I think's body for the legs and her upper arms. I want to see how she compares to this figure here. So this is the Marlena figure here. And this is the Lee figure here. Very interesting. I can't wait to get them out of their box and see them. Let's see if I can see them better on the toy cam. So we have Marlena. And I don't know if that looks any better or not. Darker green. Yeah, very dark green. This figure here is a lighter green. I like this head on this one here a lot better than this head. This is a nice head, but this head's much, much better. More accurate, cartoon accurate. More cartoon accurate. There we go. Very interesting. And I have to put her back up. And there we go. She got to go back where she come from. Say bye, Marlena. Bye bye. I'll put her back in this figure kit. By the way, I want to shout out Michael Purvis over at Manic Plastic Toys. Right before Christmas time, he was sending out care packages to some of his friends, which I'm one of. And he sent me a Motu figure case, just like the one I have here. Very nice. Appreciate that, sir. And I'm going to show it to you guys because I got some figures I actually put in it. I'm putting this one away. This is not it. Here we go. This is the figure case that Michael Purvis sent me. Thank you, Michael Purvis. And it's nice because it's even got the little carry handle and everything, and it's got some figures in it. Let's see what we got here. It's got Cartoon Collection figures in it. Cartoon Collection He-Man, which is actually Cartoon Collection Faker. Thank you to Jeff, All Music Fan 88 Jeff. I appreciate that, sir. We have Cartoon Collection Skeletor. Also, thank you, Jeff. This was Faker, but you could make him into He-Man with this head here. I've got Evil Lynn down here and T-Law in here. So, thank you, Michael Purvis, for this figure case. It is coming in very handy. I love these old-timey Terra Toys figure cases. I love them. I've got another one over here that I've got. It is called Great Heroes Collector Case. And what do I have in here? I've got Adventure People. Here's the Diver, X-Ray Man, X-Ray Woman, the Starfire 1 pilot that has X-Ray Man head on him. Yeah, that's cool as hell. So yeah, I love these collector cases. These old Terra Toy collector cases are good for like G.I. Joe size figures, 3 3/4, any kind of 3 3/4 inch figure, which of course the Adventure People are 3 3/4 inch. And it's got a little carry handle on it as well. So there you go. Thought I would point that out. And shout out my buddies that have sent me all this stuff in the mail. Appreciate it. Christmas, was great. Did you have a good Christmas? Get in the comments and tell me what all you got for Christmas, for crying out loud. I love Christmas. James Gunn won't connect the Batman to the Batman movie. No, that's not going to be. There's going to be a Batman in the DC universe, cinematic universe, whatever they're calling that, James Gunniverse. But it's not going to be the Batman. That's a whole separate continuity. Cartoon Queen Marlena doesn't come with a staff, just a helmet. I wish she had a staff. Yes, she needs a staff. And the helmet's not bad, but she really doesn't wear the spacesuit, so she doesn't need the helmet. If the helmet's like an artifact, yeah, you can take her hair off and stick the helmet on. That's bullshit. But she needs the space. We need spacesuit Marlena. Somebody's going to have to do a spacesuit Marlena so you can put the helmet on her and put her in the spacesuit. And no, the spacesuit that comes with that Mark Taylor Castle Grayskull, it's got a male buck on it. You can't put Marlena's head on that. Well, you could, but it would look like crap. With the way James Gunn talks about the DC, I honestly believe he hates most of the characters. You might be on to something there, George. You might be on to something. Looks great, says Manic Plastic. He's still here. Hey, Manic Plastic's here. Hey, Michael Purvis, man. Cheers, man. That collector case is the bomb, man. I appreciate it, man. Zero TRK. Hi, I love your videos. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Let's check him out. Let's go to check his channel out. Let's see what he's calling himself. I hate that they put these names on here. You can't see what the channel name is. You have to kind of what? No, Zero. Okay. XERO 0. 9 subscribers, 7 videos. Well, I'm going to subscribe to you there, buddy. There you go. I'm subscribed to you now, Zero. And if you're not subscribed to me, Zero, please do. I thank you, sir. I thank you for coming in. I thank you for loving my videos. I'm going to watch some of your videos tonight, and we'll see if I love them. I bet I do. All right, so there's that. Man, I am so pleased with that Plume Marlena figure. It looks really good, and I think it's going to look even better when I get a skirt made that's made out of cloth from Cape Master. But I've got to make some pictures of the figures and send them off to him, which I will do, and I'll see if I can get a cloth skirt instead of that plastic skirt that she's wearing. Yeah, this is not soft goods here, folks. This is like a rubbery plastic. It's got slits on either side of it too, I think. I just want to slit up one side and be cloth goods. The only problem is the belt. I'm going to have to figure out how to have a belt on it. And I might get Lee Customs to give me one of his, but his is kind of big, and I don't know. I'll have to repaint it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It could work out well. It could not. We'll just have to wait and see. I want to see how well, all this, fits together. But yeah, I'm kind of. I like the Marlena face. It's really nice. And I got Queen Marlena and King Randor from Big Bad Toy Store, and I had to wait until Marlena hit the pile of loot. Randor got there first, and then Marlena, and then I was able to release my pile of loot. I don't buy from Entertainment Earth. I used to buy from them a lot back when I was buying the Doctor Who stuff. You've probably seen some of my Doctor Who figures and stuff like that. But yeah, I was buying that stuff from Entertainment Earth a lot of times. But I haven't here recently bought a lot from Entertainment Earth. I usually go to Big Bad for my stuff. The problem with the He-Man there that's from the concept art He-Man. You can see him right there in the front, right there. Is that's a Target exclusive, if I'm not mistaken. You can only get that in the Target stores. So, there's that. Anyway, that's pretty much all I got. Like I said, the main thing, besides all the toys and stuff, was that I want to let you guys know I'm still making videos. Check out the video list. Watch the videos. Interact with not just with me, but any of your favorite creators. Interact with their videos. Hit the like buttons on them. Go in their comments and make comments. Don't just make one comment. Try to make a conversation. Hit the comment sections in these for YouTube creator videos that you like. because that feeds that algorithm. It shows that video is getting traction, and the algorithm will feed it out to more people. If the videos are not being watched, especially if they're not being watched by the people subscribed to the channel, the algorithm gives up on it and it quits going. That's why the line does this and then flattens out on your analytics. And those of you who work with YouTube channels know what I'm talking about. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, when you release a video, like for instance the 901 Toys video that I released today, my subscribers, those who have their notification bells on, my subscribers will start seeing or will see the notifications for that. Not all of them. Some of them will only see it in their feed. And so if you see a video in the feed, that means that the algorithm is feeding that video to you. If you do not watch it, the algorithm makes note of that. He didn't care to watch that, or she didn't care to watch that. And so it will not further push it into anyone else's feed because of that. And we've already got a fight for feed space. Used to, the feed showed at least 8 to 10 videos in it. Now you have to look beneath the shorts and beneath something else to see the videos in your feed. And then you only see about 3. So I'm fighting with three spots. Yeah, there's some underneath there, and I may be way down in there. But I'm not going to be on the top 3 spots for long. But I will be if the video gets pushed, and it gets pushed to further people. And that is based upon views. For instance, the magic video got a lot of views. It got pushed, and a lot of people started watching it. So that worked. But I had way more people watching that video that weren't subscribed to me than those who were. And I need more subscribers. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are subscribed to my channel, check your subscriptions and see if you still are. YouTube has a bad habit of unsubscribing people and not telling them. Joneser, hello Bill and chat. What's up, my friend Joneser? I want to hang out with you tonight before I go to bed. So I'm gonna try to get a Google Meet if Purvis doesn't put one up, and we'll all get together and have a good old chat. But I've pretty much reached the end of this one, folks. I'm still here. I'm still making videos. I'm still doing a live stream. I've got to figure out how to get my live streams to work properly. Right now, I had to switch cameras because my main camera is just hauling out too much computing power to do a good, decent frame rate. So I had to switch to the laptop cam. But we're doing the best we can over here at Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. We love each and every one of you. We love you coming in to hang out with me today and showing off some toys and talking about some stuff that we did over the weekend. And remember, keep on collecting. Stay fantastic. We'll see you next time on Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. In the meantime, have a good journey.